The votes are in, ladies and gentlemen. We have made a decision. This decision is big. It affects our whole career. Find out if we made any transfers. Find out who we're playing in the first game of the season. It's a big one. And find out what we did and what you guys voted for. So yeah, we've made a decision and we have decided to accept the England job. We are now the manager of England. Now, we are in the UEFA League of Nations League A. In our group we have Denmark and France. Our first England fixtures are looking a bit scary. We've got France first, then Italy, Denmark, France, and then Denmark. Now that is the most terrifying few games I've ever seen. I don't know what to do. I'm very anxious about those games. But we'll get to them at a different time. But first we are with Derby County, and as you can see, our first game is against Manchester City. It is a blockbuster of a first game. But you all want to see the transfers, don't you? Let's go into the transfers. So first of all, I'll tell you exactly what we've spent. We've spent 32.5 million, and we've actually brought in 15. Go over on the outs first. So we've sold Kevin Stewart to Middlesbrough for 8.5 million. He wasn't really going to get game time in the team anymore. So to get what we got for him was actually a very, very good piece of business by ourselves. We then sold Jesse. It was a signing that I hyped up too much. He didn't perform, and it's just a good piece of business by ourselves. He's gone to Germany, and for that price as well, it's a good piece of business by ourselves. Next one was Thomas Vaklik. Yeah, it is our goalkeeper. He was getting a bit old, but Duda is coming up to his level. So we did sell him for 1.7 million to Udinese. Yeah, I think we've lost money on him, but I don't think we were going to get any more money for him, and he wasn't going to perform this season. So again, it's another piece of business that I think is very good for the club. And the next transfer out is Josh Scowen. He was out on loan last season, and again, just another piece of business. He wasn't really game time for us, so he's gone to Brent. Now we have let a few people go on freeze. Most notably are Jacob Butterfield, Hector, and Wilfred Bonny. Has Wilfred Bonny found a new club? He has. He's found a new club in Portugal, I believe. The Netherlands, I do apologise. Yeah, he's found a new club in the Netherlands, which is good for him, but he wasn't going to get game time for us, so I had to let him go at the end of the season. Now, some big loans to speak of. I have let James Oliver, the youngster who Manchester United wanted, go on loan to Sunderland in the Premier League. I've done this because he does need game time to develop. I tried to keep him here last season, and his stats did decline because he was not getting first team football, which is partly my fault, but we'll move on from that. He's on a 5-year contract, so he can't go anywhere even if he wanted to. So also out on loan, I've let Dano Burke Dudder go out on loan to Swansea because he does need game time. Swansea are expected to go straight back up to the Premier League from the Championship. So, with that being said, I think it'd be a good season for him. Get some first team football under his belt, then next season slide straight into our first team. That's the plan. So yeah, he's gone out on loan to Swansea just to get that first team football. Now, for the ins. First one is Szczesny from Arsenal. A very, very solid goalkeeper, 30 years of age. Stats are very impressive, especially for his age as well. Agility 16, jumping reach 18, composure, bravery. Just a very solid player. He is on a very high wages, £97,000 per week, and he's got a load of add-ons that I don't particularly want to talk about because he's a very expensive player. But I'm hoping the contract does expire in 2024, but I'm hoping we can get him out the door before then. And like I say, if Birkdudder does need another season to develop, we have Szczesny there, who is a very good goalkeeper, proven in the Premier League. The next signing is Pedro Rodriguez. This guy we got in for a free transfer. He was released by Benfica, and he's a good, solid defensive midfielder. And I expect to play him a lot in the games where we have been conceding away from home and against the big teams. I reckon he's just going to slot in that defensive midfielder role and perform very well. He also has 13 under-21 caps already for Portugal. And he's just a rotation player, like I say, just to slot into that defensive midfield role when we need it. Okay, the third transfer we got is this guy, Kim Sang-hun. South Korea international, 20 years of age, 20 determination, 18 teamwork. He is a wing-back on the right side of the defence, and looks absolutely incredible for a 20-year-old. He's a driven personality, which I like. It means he is going to develop very quickly, and he is going to be an instant starter in our team. Carl Jenkinson is going to be the backup, but this guy, for saying we brought him for 1.9 million, which is very cheap, he is already worth 6 million, is a very good player, and he's going to develop quickly, and he's going to be a mainstay in our team for a long time coming. Okay, so the penultimate transfer so far is Borja Mayoral. Again, nicknames in the comments, because this guy is going to be a pain to say in commentary. He is on £64,000 a week, but we brought him for a very, very cheap fee from Real Madrid. And he's just an improvement on Batshuayi. Especially as Miguel Costa is coming through the ranks. This guy is a very good player at 23 as well. Is going to be another mainstay in our team. His finishing's fantastic. First touch is fantastic. Penalty taking. His passing, heading, decisions, his work rate, aggression. Okay, his physical's let him down a bit, but for what we paid for him, is a very good player. 16 under 21 caps. Again, I like this guy. He's going to be a mainstay in our team for a long time to come. The main signing of the season is 20-year-old Kevin Brennan. We brought him from West Brom. He is a young English centre-back with a 5-star potential ability. He has got the holy trinity so far of heading, marking and tackling at 20 years of age. 15 heading, 16 marking, 13 tackling, which is fantastic. His position is 16, determination 15. Okay, yeah, the aggression, anticipation and bravery are going to go up. He is currently being tutored as well. But this guy is going to be an England centre-back for many years to come. And we have him. Yes, we paid a bit of money for him. We did pay £23.5 million. But we'll glide over that. That was his release fee. West Brom didn't want anything else for him. They only wanted his release fee. I paid it because I think this guy is going to be a fantastic signing for us in the future. So next up is tactics. I have worked in pre-season to try and design some tactics, and I've gone for a counter tactic against the big boys like today and away from home, and I've gone for an attack tactic as well when we are at home and we can get some goals. So first of all, the counter tactic is 2 complete wing backs, a ball playing defender and a central defender, a defensive midfielder, 2 attacking playmakers, inside forward and a winger, and the false 9 up front. Now, it worked towards the end of last season as well. I'm hoping it works this season. And again, I hope it gets us some points away from home so we can climb up that table even more and challenge for Europe. The attack formation is pretty similar to last season. The only thing I've changed is the midfield positions and the 2 wingers. I put them on winger support just to fire balls into the forward. And if we are really struggling for a goal at home, I can switch one of the 2 positions to an inside forward just to try and support the striker. So for today, we are going to be playing Manchester City. We are away, and I am going to use the counter tactic. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put Will Hughes over there, Horta's going to go there, and Geraldo's going to go in the other advanced playmaker position. Shokev as the advanced forward on the right, and Horta as a winger on attack, with Miguel Costa up front. We have got a few players on international duty. Borges on international duty, Green's on international duty, Garcia, and Zimmer is unavailable due to being involved in another match. So this is the team that I'm going to go with, and we'll go straight into the game, and we will see what we can do against Manchester City. Okay, so the pundits aren't really giving us a chance at all in the game. Yeah, I know we are away, but I think we've got a better chance than this. We have only 10-1 to win. Their key man is Ben Woodburn. They brought him from Liverpool in the transfer window. And ours is Geraldes. I think we have enough to see off Man City. So we'll go into the game and see what their squad is. So it's really in goal. Tolisso, John Stones, Otamendi, Kalapaltis, Keita, Casemiro, Vitolo, Rodriguez, Coutinho and Ben Woodburn. Company's on the bench. Kevin Streetman's on the bench as well. And Aguero. Yikes, that's a strong bench. And we know our team. We'll go straight into the game. Coutinho is carrying an injury. We don't know what that is. And Kevin Streetman has got a potential head injury. Not too bad. So I'm going to go calm with the guys. And we're huge underdogs. Let's see what we can do. Plenty of passionate team talks just to fire up the lads. And we'll get straight into the game. So kickoff highlight. Is anything going to happen? So Snesley with the goal kick. To Puerto. To Pepe. Who's Pepe? Hey? Who's Pepe? Who's that? Wait a second. Oh, it's Pepe Rodriguez. I am so thick. I'm so sorry. I didn't know who my main player was. So I've only just signed him and I've never seen him play for us before. So I do apologise at that. Didn't know who my own player was. Snesley collects the ball. Yeah, my bad, guys. So Geraldes has got the free kick. To Shang Huen. Tries to get it out to Kapoltes, but Ben Woodburn's going to get the ball in the sprint. And tackled by Van Beek there. Excellent defensive juices from him. Oh no, bad pass. Woodburn's there. Snesley with the save. It's going to be I thought that was a corner, but obviously not. Okay, so Costa with the free kick. Costa, Shokev's there with the rebound. Tries to get it in. Action packed in the first 20 minutes. Okay, so it's a highlight to Man City, Rooney with the ball. So Rooney is going to distribute the ball, hopefully, sometime soon. Gives it out to Woodburn. Back out to Coutinho. To Casemiro. Back to Rodriguez. Slides it through to Woodburn. And Woodburn smashes it home. Ben Woodburn with the first goal of the season. Goal on his debut as well. Unlucky. We have played relatively well against City. 55% possession away from home. 77 pass completion. And they just get a very lucky goal just towards the end of the first half. Look, I'm feeling a bit aggrieved by that. It was a good first half. So, unlucky boys, things haven't gone right for us. The team looked fired up, which is a fantastic sight. I remember we're not at full strength either. A few of our key players are out. So it's Otamendi with a free kick. To Casemiro, to Rodriguez. Back out to Woodburn. Gives it over to Bailey. Bailey and Bastoni. Is that going to be an own goal by Bastoni? It is. Own goal by Bastoni. 2-0. He had to deal with it though. Woodburn. Excellent ball over to Bailey. Bailey puts it in that danger area. He knew Machin was there, so Bastoni had to do something, but he should have done better than that. Unlucky. Okay, so 60 minutes has gone. I am going to make a substitution. Shokev is having a bit of a poor game. So I'm going to bring on Darren Boyd, the young Scottish player. But I am going to leave him in that position. And I'm also going to bring off Horter as well. And bring on O'Brien. Because Horter's having a poor game as well. Against City. Not really expecting much, to be honest. I knew it was going to be a tough game. But I think if we can get a goal back, that'd be absolutely fantastic. We have got enough talent out there to get that goal. It's just whether we can break through Man City's defence. Okay, so we are coming up to the end of the game. It is Costa with the free kick. And he hits the post just before the end of the game. Very unlucky. He has earned ourselves a corner though. Albrighton to Boyd. Albrighton gets it in, and really with the save. I think that we have performed exceptionally well against Manchester City at the Etihad as well, which is absolutely a fantastic performance. I'm going to go calm with them. Unlucky it just wasn't our day, because it wasn't. I reckon another day we could have beat them. Let's just have a look at the match stats though. 15 shots, 7 on target, 3 off target. We've hit the woodwork once, 1 clear-cut chance, 3 half chances, 10 long shots, 57% possession away at the Etihad against Man City. And our pass completion is 78%. We have performed excellently in this game of football. Even though it is a 2-0 loss, I think that we gave a good performance of ourselves and is nothing to be ashamed of. So Miguel Costa is injured, 2 to 3 weeks with a pulled hamstring. Not the best of times, but we can pull through. We have got the depth in the squad to change that. So when are we next going to be coming back? I am going to come back for, when's the next England game? The next England game is on the 4th of the 9th, so the 4th of September. So I will come back for the first England game against France and Italy, where we'll go through the results from Derby and see how our players are getting on, take you through the squad selection I've made for the England squad, and we will play France and Italy in a double live com in our first games as England manager. Okay guys, thank you for watching the video, it means a lot to me. Make sure to smash that like button to help get this channel out there and get more people to enjoy the content. Make sure you leave any comments you want in the comment section below. And as always, make sure to smash that subscribe button, it would mean so much to me. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in a bit.